Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Collective Enlightenment. It is our Friday night conversations for the masses, and we are here to bring you not just the news, but the news right here down where we are, where the people are, where you are about your life. I am one of your amazing hosts for the Collective Enlightenment, LBT, also known as the Crypto Queen of Harlem, joined by the Gold Banker.
All right, all right. Welcome, family. Glad to have you here on a Friday night. All is well, all is well. And I hope everyone is taking this Friday afternoon to pay it forward to someone else. And this is what we do every week on Collective Enlightenment.
And in that says, thank you, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Goldbanker. And also we have here from live from and direct from the home studio, Mr. Hutchin D in the house, also known as HD. Go ahead and say hello, baby. Hey, Matt C, how you doing, sweetie? Happy Friday, love. I hope you're looking forward to the convo because we're about to put it down.
Without a doubt.
Right. So unfortunately, I can't have my video on right now. I'm right coming to you from my healing bed, but I am very coherent and I'm able to be a part of this platform. And I look forward to giving my opinions as well as my insight on what's to go forward. Some things that we have discussed and we have researched that we can actually share and start building as a family, y'all. Let's get it popping. Let's do this.
So, yes, indeed. Yes,
Mr. Thomas, what we starting out with tonight? What's our Friday
tonight we're going to start, Friday night we're going to, we're really going to bring it in and we're going to bring it in we're going to talk a little bit about the metaverse and what's possible in the metaverse. Metaverse.
That's what's up.
All right, we're going to talk about the metaverse and what's possible, On the P2G network, we're sharing people what opportunities are available in the metaverse. The metaverse is not only just virtual reality. It's actually the metaverse is actually a place of what we would call double the fun, for lack of a better term. One of the things we do, we talk to business owners on a regular basis about what it would look like for your business to be in the metaverse. Think of having two stores. Literally think of having two stores in the space and being able to have customers come from both locations. You people see, you go into the metaverse, you go in, you want to go shopping. Everyone, digitally, virtually.
What are you talking about? See, I want to come to you. I'm a devil's advocate, y'all. Y'all know how
She's always a devil's advocate on this platform.
What's up? I always play the devil's advocate because I got to. Somebody's got to put it out there for the ones who are just coming into the space. What the heck is a metaverse, Mr. Thomas? What's that about?
Metaverse is literally. Metaverse is simply put.
Mm-hmm.
The metaverse can be a digital representation of what you have in the real world.
I'll say that again.
It's definitely a digital representation of what you have. When it comes to businesses, you actually have the ability to actually open a second shop virtually and have people actually engage with you and become consumers online. That's really what it is. That is the basics of what it can be.
Mm-hmm. So I'm seeing Matt C is out here. That's what's up, Mr. Matt C. You definitely can share about your portfolio project that you're putting together. I'm so looking forward to that because right now, which just means that you are up on something that we are bringing into the space of small businesses and people who do business or are looking to develop themselves in this new Web3 process, which is already in play by a lot of big players right now. You yourself, I don't know what you do or what your company is, but I can tell you right now, you're about to be on the verge. You are on the verge of everything. Your company is already in place if you are putting together your profile page. What we do here at P2G on this platform is we build networks.
Absolutely.
We build huge networks of networks where we do showcase and we share people's projects. So I'm so looking forward. If you said you want to talk about it sometimes, I sure hope you're going to come back on our show and we invite you to come out.
Please take a minute, grab our information, and definitely drop us in on the chat.
We'll book you for the show and even show your project, because right now what you're going to see a little bit is what we are up to in the space of building a metaverse ourselves. We currently have a metaverse project which is known as the Black Wall Street Meta Project for P2G. And that project offers businesses like yourself and other businesses an opportunity to place your very 2D business in a 3D real world setting that is our metaverse. And in
Absolutely.
doing so, you can even upgrade to your very own connected metaverse space, or virtual space is what we call them. So we're
Yes,
taking our virtual spaces and then expanding them, right, Mr. Thomas?
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And there's a couple shops who have already taken advantage of it. I will say that.
Yeah.
And these are some major, major players.
Mm.
Some major players who've already taken advantage of it.
You
You
want to
know,
talk
we
about who's playing in the game already?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we're going to talk. I got to talk about H&M. H&M. When our people, brother King Mizzo, actually got together with H&M and actually put together an entire metaverse space. So you can literally, so they, I believe it's an experiment they put together. They were actually seeing what it would look like to have a complete metaverse store, and you could actually go into the store, try stuff on,
Mm.
and really be a part of the virtual experience. You
Mm.
go right in there. Shout out to brother King Mizzo in the building. Shout
That's
him
what's
out.
up. That's what's up.
And he's near and dear to our heart. But we also have places like Walmart, who's created their own shopping experience in the metaverse.
Okay.
They've done it. So I don't want you to think because we said these big names that it's not possible for you as an individual to do so. It's actually very possible for you as a small business owner, as a sole proprietorship, to actually take advantage of what the metaverse has to offer, because it not only offers you more local business where you are, it now moves you into the global space of what businesses are available and have access to. Because if you realize what you are as a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, and your goal is to be in the space of many people, not just a small area. So if you
Mm-hmm.
take your business global, now
Mm-hmm.
if you're in, I don't know, let's take where we are, we're in New York. You can now have customers or consumers viewing your shop all the
Mm.
way as far as China, Africa, Australia, you know? And what that does in doing that, you've actually opened yourself to a new audience of consumers. And in doing so, you've also opened yourself
Mm-hmm.
up to an area of income that you may not have seen before. And by being part of one of the things we want to do is actually introduce business owners to the new space of the metaverse and open them
Mm-hmm.
up to the global experience of being in a business owners. Similar to what the big wigs in business do,
Right.
you know, you have those major financial companies that are around the world taking advantage of the global market. We want to share the global market with the mom and pop shops and
Exactly.
have them be able to be in that space and actually transcend the borders that they currently are within. You're not locked into one space once you're in the metaverse. You know, Also in the metaverse space, there's also a place for artists. And when I say artists, I mean everyone from
Mm.
spoken word to musicians to painters to graphic artists. There's a space for artists all over the place. And and I gotta admit, I've talking to a few, and when you and this is what I believe. I think when artists go into the space of the metaverse, it takes out the, what do you call that? Takes out the middleman and removes the starving artist. What do you think about that, Real? What do you really see for that?
Well, let's start with the fact that it doesn't matter what I think. It all matters is that what how it works. You know, right now I'm pulling up that a little bit of an example, and a lot of people have gone crazy over this, and I want to just kind of drive home what this whole thing, because I know it sounds like a meta. I know it gets crazy. We're just using these words and it doesn't seem to come together as to why this is so important. Well, let's talk about it. Let's really get into what the community has to benefit from this type of a movement in technology. Because this is what it is, isn't it? It's a movement in technology and finance.
Yes, it
Now,
is.
I got a question. What in actuality is, how do we run our businesses? How are businesses run currently? Let's think about that. How are businesses run?
Well,
What do they run
everything
on?
right now, everyone's on either on
Mhm.
websites or person-to-person businesses. That's what most
Exactly.
people do. And
Exactly.
yep, websites and
So let's.
person-to-person.
So I got a little clip, and I really want to play it. I hope you guys are all for it. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
share it
man.
out. I'm gonna share it out. It's about exactly what we're talking about and why this is important. If you miss this, we're gonna bring you into the space of why something like this could be so important to you, your family, and the people that you love, and ultimately. So let's get it popping. My bad, I gotta play that. All right,
Don't
play.
worry, good.
Walmart is stepping into the metaverse, joining other retail giants like Ralph Lauren and Vans, preparing to sell virtual goods. So many questions, but our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, joins us to help us sort through it all and how it all works. Rebecca, good morning to you.
This was 3 months ago.
Good morning to you, Janae. And this one's a little hard to wrap your head around, but parents with kids who play Roblox will have a sense for the metaverse, a kind of digital virtual world where you can buy virtual things and have virtual experiences. And now mainstream brands like Ralph Lauren, Nike, and Walmart are jumping in.
It's the emerging industry of virtual worlds known as the metaverse, and this morning it looks like Walmart may soon be diving in. Several trademarks filed by the retail giant last year revealing potential plans to sell virtual
Mm-hmm.
goods, including decor, toys, and furniture,
Yep.
provide a virtual currency, and even offer customers the opportunity to buy and sell NFTs. Walmart telling ABC News they're continuously exploring how emerging technologies may shape future shopping experiences.
May?
We've been doing physical commerce, where we go to a physical store to buy a physical item, right? And with the internet and social media, that changed into, that evolved into e-commerce. But there are new
Mm-hmm.
models that are evolving, which is virtual to virtual commerce, where you buy a virtual item using a virtual currency.
Iconic fashion label Ralph Lauren also offering customers apparel experiences like a coffee at its Madison Avenue location. The CEO telling the National Retail Federation's annual conference Monday it's a way to connect with younger shoppers.
One of our strategies is to win over a new generation, and the new generation is there. So we have to be there.
Many of these virtual experiences currently available on online gaming platform Roblox, like Vans World, where you can virtually skateboard to your heart's content. It's had more than 50 million visits in September. And Nike Land. Nike even doubling down and buying virtual sneaker company Artifact, whose virtual shoes go for as much as $10,000 a pair. And just last week, Gap launching its first ever NFTs, featuring a collection of Gap hoodies. The digital art already sold out.
It'll be an evolution. It'll be, the wild, wild west in some ways, but it's really where we're heading.
One reason why the metaverse has exploded in popularity recently is the pandemic. You don't need to leave home in order to experience the metaverse. And also, Janae, there are no supply chain disruptions in the metaverse, which makes it a really great place for brands that are dealing with those every day right now, Janae.
So finding ways to get around real world issues. But Rebecca, how does this translate
Yeah,
into
the real world. Exactly.
So it still remains to be seen fully how this will translate, but there are many experiences that people are having in the metaverse. You can go to a museum, you can visit a concert, you can go to a carnival. So these experiences can be virtual, and there are people out there who are actually paying for virtual goods like homes in the metaverse for upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's a home near Snoop Dogg's virtual home in the metaverse that recently sold, Janae, for $450,000.
Yep.
Janae?
Rebecca, my mind is blown. This is so much to wrap your mind around, but let's grab a virtual coffee.
Yes.
So what do you think of the metaverse, guys?
It is so real. There are so many assets, for like to coin a phrase, there's so many assets available in the space. And you're able to actually take advantage of it.
Yeah. So,
And,
okay, she had to go into a little bit of how it translates to the real world, honey. Remember that? And I understand because they haven't been in the space as long as we have, people who have started when all of this was just crypto. And everybody's like, what's crypto? And it became blockchain. And then what was it? We got blockchain. And then we got smart contracts. And then following that, there were virtual gaming. It's through NFT. Then NFTs came in, and then now we have virtual gaming. We have our virtual existence now.
Absolutely.
And we have named that the metaverse. It has been going on for some time. It's not new.
One of the things that we don't even realize, there's a whole social existence on the metaverse that most people don't even see. She kind of alluded to it.
Yes. Did you hear about
the
Ralph
kids are in
Lauren?
Roblox? But
Ralph Lauren had how many? Did you see how many visitors for the Ralph Lauren?
No, I missed that.
She said like 1.5 million viewers. I want you to just think in his little land what your shop could do if you had a shop on his little spot that said, hey,
Jason the Ralph Lauren.
That's 1.5 million possible viewers for your website spot. Come on, somebody. Can you turn your business into a VR site? Can you turn your business into a VR site and plant it into a very popular site where you have lots more traffic than you even have in your neighborhood and do better business virtually than you ever did with your mom and pop?
And think about it. What if it, that not only do you bring more customers, but you bring, we call it viewership when we're on the internet. Right. The viewership on the internet brings word of mouth. And we all online, we share everything with everybody. Exactly. We share everything, and it's so much data streaming going around on the internet. And when I say data stream, just let's keep it simple. Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Telegram.
Okay, but why? Social media. Right. So, I hate to say it, but me, I'm a cut to the chase kind of person. Simply, how does the metaverse turn real? How does it pay me? What is the bottom line? I have real products. I sell jewelry or cologne or makeup or even what they call bundles. I sell bundles. How does the metaverse help somebody who helps? That's not funny. That's what people do. They sell bundles. People sell here.
No, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say something. This is my boo behind the camera on the other side. She bundles. This is my tech. She's my tech doll. She's my tech baby. I really do. I love her.
All right. So Matt, I'm with you.
It tickles me to know.
He's over here laughing, but I'm trying to get to the real nitty gritty of it.
I know.
And you're right. He said, Matt says, I might be biased, but I think the future of the metaverse will be lit 100%. You are so correct. You're so correct. You're trying, so the conversation is not to confuse people. It's actually to clarify how this works, because the real question that even in the news, they're questioning, how does this convert to real life? Well, let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about it. So how many times do you go and you order stuff now? Now, since the pandemic, y'all done did everything y'all know y'all could do. We're ordering food, pre-ordering food pickup, drive-by pickup, whatever.
Curbside.
Yeah, curbside, you name it. That is a beautiful thing. Now, what if things like a shopping trip into a store did not have to be a physical trip anymore? See, Walmart just took its business to the next level because as
Yes,
all
it
we
did.
already know, we got a lot of lazy, uncanny, crazy Walmart TNs, Walmartians out there. And y'all know what I'm talking about when y'all be playing those videos on the Walmart experiences where you see people shopping in their pajamas. Look, straight up. How about if you didn't have to be exposed to that anymore? And you could actually purchase everything you needed right from the console of your phone. And guys, please forgive me that I'm not on camera. Like I said, I'm coming to you straight from my healing bed right now. And of course, it's not the best picture in the background, but I'm going to come to you and I'm going to give you as much as I do the work that I put in on this. I want you to just imagine a world where anything you need can show up at your door. I know everybody goes, they
Absolutely.
can't wait till the day till all their stuff comes by. With a hover, what is the other?
The drones. The
By
drones.
drone.
But
And
see,
that's
that's not
interesting.
that
It's a little
far off, whether
scary.
you realize it or not.
For me, it's a little scary, but it's a reality that we're
Look,
all dealing with. What I would like to have people understand is that everything in your life currently that you're doing has to do with fulfillment of your needs. Everything you do is an interaction. If you own a business, you are now fulfilling the needs of someone else. If you are a person who is a consumer, you're constantly getting your needs in your home fulfilled. Why do you think you go to work? You go to work so that you can take care of your bottom line. Your bottom line is to take care of your existence. Your existence is contingent upon what it is you get to fulfill your needs. And guess what?
yes, indeed.
Walmart and Amazon and all of them are real good at doing. They got
And
real
you notice
good.
the word you just used, the term you just used,
Hmm.
is the key. Is the key to all of the metaverse.
Exactly. So now,
Customer fulfillment.
exactly.
They
And
are
now,
fulfilling all your needs, and the pandemic made it possible. Now, whether you
and
realize
guess
it or not.
what? Guess what? No more ads. They don't have to drop
No.
ads because all of their ads will be in your new play space. When you go on Facebook, you won't walk into, and this is just an example. I'm not using Facebook and Meta as any of the examples. This has nothing to do with their platform, but this is just to use an example. I want you to think of going on your favorite social media site, but you no longer log in with your password. You log into your avatar. You log into your avatar, which then goes
Absolutely.
into your very own personal meta space because that's your account. And from inside your own meta space, which you get to create, you get to decorate, put whatever you want in. It's a room, and it's probably going to be bigger than your own house and smarter than your own home.
Absolutely.
But now you have a virtual existence to exist from. You can invite your friends over into this space, just like you do when you send letters of good morning, hello, how you doing? Check this out. You can post all of your favorite pictures in your own space. And instead of sending things out to folks that you don't know and connected with you, you can make sure that the people you connect with are the ones that you identify with. Correct?
Very true. Very true.
Okay.
You are.
So
You have a community.
exactly. It's a controlled community by yourself and your friends. But then let's go to the next level. Your favorite shop. What happens when we begin to map the world around you and the shops in your neighborhood show up in your social media space? Specials that they have, things that they're shopping for.
Hmm.
You may not have made it outside. Now can be delivered to your door because they have a delivery system and they're on your metaverse and they're in your meta space.
But one of the things I want people to really recognize is, at one time they used to do email marketing where they would send you all the ads and flyers.
Oh, I
Then
hated
they
that.
went to text marketing.
Oh
I mean,
God, that was even worse.
watch the progression. It's now the metaverse. It is now the metaverse, and you drop ship with your avatar. You're drop shipping deliveries, and Amazon fulfillment, Instacart. What are all them other ones that they use? They're all customer fulfillment that progressed all the way from email all the way up to the metaverse, and you get to virtually see your products and try them on. One of the things that really got my attention, I got to say kudos to Walmart, because I thought this was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. Now, I don't know who has a Walmart in the area, but you can get your tires rotated at Walmart while you grocery shop online. And when it's done, they send you a message to your avatar that your car is ready, you can come pick it up. So you get your grocery shopping, your shopping is done virtually while you sit, and the cart is filled, packed, and is there for you to pick up at the end of your shopping trip, and you pick up your car and go home in the same vehicle, all in the same day. That is a true case of customer fulfillment and actually taking advantage of the metaverse. And you know what's funny? And I'm thinking about it while we're having a conversation here. You are a willing, what do you call that? Once you're in the metaverse, you're a willing shopper. You have impulses. You have, what do you call it? When you're at the shopping cart, at the line, you have those impulse buys. Guess what? You have an avatar in the metaverse, and they can ask you questions about products that you like. Mm-hmm. And they can add them to your cart while you're shopping. Or they all in the process of you shopping via your cart, they're now actually gathering information that is strictly related to your shopping trip, and they can use that to market to you and fulfill your customer fulfillment on a regular basis. How's that for actually keeping it all in one day, keeping it all in one little small box?
Now, you do know there are many people that may not find that very appealing.
No, not everybody will.
Most people won't, because the biggest issue we have with social media platforms correctly right now, one of the advantages that the metaverse will come to offer, is that won't be a thing, Al. You'll own your data. You'll have an opportunity to be your own creator and own your own creations on the platform.
Very true.
Currently, social media sites currently own your data. They own your creations. When you post them, they belong. You signed off on that free platform. When you signed off with your free account, there's some things that you gave away the power to. The metaverse can now allow you to create content out of your experience. And then when you create content, what can you do with your content?
You can now monetize your own content.
Exactly. With it being on the blockchain and being in your space, you can actually create an NFT to make sure that it's protected properly, because it is your experience. Mm-hmm. But get this. What about building things? What about actually making real world projects? The beautiful part. Yep, the beautiful part.
That's another area of the metaverse that is a prime. That is a prime area of the metaverse. Real estate transactions on the the blockchain and the metaverse.
Okay, so let's take the finance out of it all. Let's get to the creation of it all. What can you do with people around the world? Now, I want you guys to think of our space project program. The space program was not created by one country or one people in one location. Unfortunately, it couldn't. And even though the world's countries have been over time have not really been connected, they've been in argument constantly. The one thing that has always existed is collaboration on innovation. Even if they were in competition with each other, I figured out. It made sense to collaborate to come up with results or to come up with different types of new inventions and creations by joining forces, joining knowledge base. But what if you could do that instead of having to do that in and this is already being done with a lot of people on Zoom and stuff. But let's go to the next level where we can take the floor models, digital floor models that match or that mimic the machines, so that we could see new things being built. Guess what, everybody? Y'all know, I know y'all all seen that. Y'all tell me who hasn't seen a Marvel movie with Tony, what's his name?
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark. And we see him throwing all kinds of visuals into the air, and then you see them coming into 3D model, and that being the him working on them and putting together those things virtually in a 3D model on a virtual computer screen. Well, guess what? That is the metaverse at play. And you have people whose minds come from many different places that can create. Mm-hmm. What if you could create the answer and a resolution to things like world hunger, drought, anything? I mean everything to our a perpetual physical health, a one pill
Yeah.
physical health pill.
Now, health is a very interesting process because that's not only something that we all desire to achieve.
Hmm.
That is probably the biggest business that will try to,
Oh,
be in the metaverse space, health and wellness, and big pharma's it's coming too. They have the same access we have. They just have a bigger bucket to play with than we do. So we got to come ahead of the game. We got to be in front of the
okay.
game.
So now you've come to the point where we are talking about access. Who has access to creating on the metaverse, in the metaverse?
The metaverse is open for everyone to create. There's no limitations.
Really? Anyone can
There
do
are
it?
none really. As long as you're willing to learn what it takes, you can create anything you want.
But what if you're
And
not smart enough?
look, you don't have. There's no such thing as not smart enough because they even have non-coded packs that you can create. You can do it with no coding knowledge. You can do it with no knowledge of it other than being. If you're able to read, you can make it happen
So,
on the metaverse.
but what if I'm not able to read? I don't feel confident about my abilities. Can I too become someone who has a business? Because I'm going to share something with you. And guys, don't. I'm not beating up on my husband, guys. I'm not beating up on the Gold Banker. What I'm doing is sharing with him some of my experiences. I've
Mm-hmm.
had several business owners. So what I do is I connect with business owners, entrepreneurs, people who are innovators that like to build. If I find that you have something that is extraordinary that you do provide or you create, I tend to try to connect with the people, with different people, to try to help them by connecting with them to the proper resources, which is why P2G is a network of networks. And we have a lot of resources, a lot of resources. And with that, we teach people to grow from where they are. And yes, Matt, everyone has access, but everyone has to choose to at least approach. See, you may have access, but do you know how to do what you do? No, that's why you need a community. That's right. It says the future is open source. Here we go. Let me put him up because I really like this. Thank you, Matt C. All right, bro. The future is open source, low code, and with a growing community that helps each other to learn along the way. It just takes time, in my personal opinion, and you would be correct. That's my opinion as well. My experience has been in this beautiful connection, a community of people who help people. There's almost no one who understands or knows about this that won't share with you. I'm just letting you know, I've run into nobody who isn't willing to share about this amazing innovation that is not just the metaverse, but every little component. It is important for us, the people, to begin to understand how this works. Speaking of which,
Very much so.
we just got put through to a platform that is so phenomenal and I love it. It's a resource of ours that we utilize often, helping people who are helping people. It's a group of people that we have that are part of helping us. And we definitely going to shout out bitcoincampus.org out here, who is doing amazingly well in just helping folks come into this basic knowledge. Good evening, Miss B. How are you, darling? You know, they're a great supporter of the work that we do here in P2G. We actually
Yep.
interact very often. And but our biggest hope is that our community stay connected. Our biggest challenge has always been that, because that's how our communities end up staying the last of the ones to know. We are constantly being caught in the gap that is
Absolutely.
of lack. So, Mr. Thomas, I'm sorry to, kind of run off with that, but I was going to say that the reason I'm coming at him with all of this is, well, what about and how about? Because there's more people who are concerned about their lack of knowledge, their lack of ability, their lack of computers or digital savvy, that have no clue that there's a community of people who are willing to help you, because this is
Absolutely.
for the
And see,
people, by the people. Does that make sense? It is for the people, by the
you're hitting it on the head, Ru.
yeah.
You are hitting it up. You're not barking up the wrong tree. I will say that as long as people are opening to accepting the assistance that the community gives, and in the crypto space, we've always been, and let me say that we are, as far as I know, and I've had to experience that. Whenever I've asked a question in the crypto space or in the blockchain space, including the metaverse space, there's a community that is there to make sure that you are on the right track. Even if they don't give you all the answers, because they can't give you all the answers, you have to be willing to open yourself up to take on, I'm willing to learn. And once you get to the point where you're willing to learn, it's like a faucet. It
Oh,
won't
yeah.
shut off. And
It
you're going to
doesn't.
become more open to the idea that I want to know more. You're going to be more open to I want to know more.
That's right. It's going to literally be a thing. This is one of the reasons why we actually, hey, Mark C, how you doing? Matt, it's Matt C, Miss B. All right. So one of the things that as we share with people is every Friday night after Collective Enlightenment, we have a beginner's class. It's one of two, and it's called Boomers. It's called Crypto Boomers.
Yes, indeed.
Because when we talk about the metaverse and where everything is going, the stuff you're seeing on the television, when you're seeing things like a Good Morning America is what we were just playing. That link was from Good Morning America. Well, guess what? Don't even worry about it, because we've got the basics straight into its future. We take you back to where it all began and bring you up to the future, and it takes about a couple of hours of sitting in and having a good time with some amazing people, because we like workshops. So after this event, after you're off the show, you hop on the Crypto Boomers. Go to the website at p2gnetworks.com. And all you have to do is go to free workshops. Go register. Get yourself in the class and go see what it's about. And like my friend Chris is always saying, come to class. That's the only way you're going to get the news is coming to class.
And we're open to sharing with everybody, you know. And you know what I will do tonight, if you guys are on the show and you want to be part of the platform tonight, come on in, go to the P2G Network, sign up, and it's going to be an open room tonight. Everyone's welcome to participate. It's going to be open room. So, you know, invite your friends. If you have anybody that says, I want to learn crypto, I don't have any idea how to get started, send them the link. We'll get them in. We'll get them right in, and we'll get them started on Crypto 101. And that's what we saw for everybody. Everyone gets Crypto 101, you know. And even
you
if
don't
you're
have to buy
experienced.
anything.
No, not at all.
See, that's the first thing we want to. I'd like to drive that home, because most people have to purchase, or they're worried about how to get started. And I'm like, the first thing you have to do is get started by learning. That's the first thing. Why would you buy something you don't know how to use? You know, we do things thinking that we're going to get instructions. When it comes to finances, baby, you don't purchase before you know what you need to do. That's just the bottom line. If you don't know how it works, you don't make the purchase.
You sit back and you wait.
Well, I wouldn't wait. I would learn.
Let me rephrase it. That's not.
I would learn.
You sit back, you watch, you learn, then you buy. Because one of the key things that we teach everyone who comes to the 101 is research is key.
Yes, it is.
Education with application, but it has to come with being able to do the research so you know where to get the education so you can put it into play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that's how we do it.
Yes, but it's also, I remind people, it's not about selling, it's not about buying. We want folks to understand something. If you know, you could come to 100 of our classes for free and learn so much. But the bottom line is, if you are not in the game, if you're not putting it in there, it's going to be a short lesson. So we teach you how to get whatever it is you want to get. We want to find out what you want to be up to. You know, you can learn how to research. You can learn how to understand what you're seeing in the news or what's coming up. You come to a community that you build with. It's called networking. Like we said, we keep saying that. It's called networking. We've been doing this forever. Since we were little, we were very young, very young. Someone got some honking going on.
One of the things you should realize is that, and you know, we were showing the news report from Good Morning America. In cryptocurrency, you know, one of our partners in the crypto space said if you see it on the news, it might be too late. But we also say that it's never too late to get into crypto. All right. The news will put what they want you to hear. We share with you how to use what you heard on the news so that you can take advantage of it. Because they only give you, the news gives you some of the information, but they don't give you the stuff that matters. They give you the overview, you know, because, you know, the news, whether we realize it or not, is a business. What you put out into the market is what sells. And they want to keep their viewership, and they also want to keep their sponsors so they can keep their channel on. So once you hear news, go find out for yourself. Ask someone who would know, that you trust, that would know,
Right.
and then go do your research.
Well, with that being said, we're getting our knowledge. We want to pass on some knowledge about what's happening around the world, Mr. Thomas.
Yes,
So
it is.
what's going on? This is some new information about that's coming down the pike about a specific coin called ADA. Now, mind you, this is not financial advice. We are not trying to give anyone any financial advice at any time. We are not advisors. What we do is we train people in the technology of blockchain and how cryptocurrency works and maintenance. But what we do not do is tell you what you should purchase. No one should tell you that. Our goal is for you to be educated to the point to where you feel confident about what you decide. So that being said, let's hop on this about what's happening in the world of a coin called ADA. If you need to look it up, we call that up. We got one of the masters in here on the combo.
Okay.
All right.
All right, y'all.
We just got to ADA, bro. This is a brother HD in the house. Go ahead.
What's going on, 80? What y'all got going on?
We're getting ready to talk about ADA. I thought we were gonna let you were gonna lead in on it, but we can go from anywhere you like, because I mean ADA is cool.
What's happening?
This is just something I want to let people know really quickly.
Okay, so tell us what's happening. What's happening with ADA in the world right now?
I mean, it's a lot of stuff's going on here right now. Like, I know Snoop Dogg had a talk with Charles Hoskinson like about two or 3 weeks ago, talking about maybe putting Death Row on Cardano Network. Also, that they're talking about having our voting system on the Cardano Network as well.
Definitely, and you know, back in 2021, they were already talking about bringing ADA to Africa as a payment system, and also not only it being a payment system, but also it's a funding system for a couple of the charities. I believe one of the charities is called IOD, inboard outboard some distribution. Let me actually get the right term. I want to call it the right thing because I was looking earlier. Give me 1 second. I'm coming right back to it. But they're actually trying to build up Africa and getting people to understand how cryptocurrency works through ADA.
So that is an excellent process. You know, one of the things that I'm listening, I was just reading something Matt said about improving education for crypto and onboarding through the utilization of the metaverse and Web3. I'm really excited because people, I mean, when people take this lightly, it doesn't make me upset. It kind of improves my love for this process because I know that means I have a better advantage to take over this. So like I said, if y'all gonna sleep, I'm gonna eat. It's just that's how it is.
Okay, let me give you the right acronym. I'm sorry, I apologize. I got close.
Okay.
It wasn't IOD, it's IOG. IOG. Input Output Global, and they're a partnership that's working with Ethiopia and Tanzania to bring technology to those two parts of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the major supporters is ADA. They're actually putting together the process. It's socioeconomic development for the space and having people learn how to use the mobile internet effectively and create incomes. And I'm going to give you a brief overview of it. You can read it yourself. The article is on Crypto Slate. The director of the program is John O'Connor, and you can really talk to him. He has a whole clip of his bio in there. But they're looking to bring 1 million additional users to Cardano in the country of Africa. And they're talking about the payment systems and bridging the gap for the education and socioeconomics around cryptocurrency and those two particular areas. Those are the key areas they're working on right now, and they're looking to expand. That's one of the biggest things that I thought Cardano had really put their foot into, and really making a difference. Master J, what's up? So I mean, what have you heard about Africa and Cardano being in the space? Kind of, those are two major things right there.
I feel like Charles Hoskins being in Africa is going to make way that Africa is going to lead inside the crypto space because of just behind the technology of Cardano. Basically, with all the top plus developers, with the top A developers, and the top Java programmers. So it's a program that you guys slowly watching develop, and it's gonna be massive.
I agree with you, and not only is it going to be massive, that's a coin. And just speaking from the financial side of the coin, that is what I consider a small cap coin, but it has the potential to not only double, triple, but I think I can see a 100x growth in that particular coin if it actually, when it's building the payment structure, I can really see that it could do 100 times the growth and actually increase its market cap, because they not only have use case, they have community engagement, and they have builders that are coming from other platforms willing to work with them and build on their platforms and create new projects.
There's even one time speak of Uniswap being swapped over to Cardano.
Now that would be something. That would be a really good. I think that would probably be a really good move to have Uniswap come over, because then that would open up Uniswap to having more liquidity if they merge with Cardano or ADA.
It will open up to a whole new bunch of users as well.
Right, and one of the other things with that is the liquidity pools that happen. Uniswap has a huge liquidity pool, and it has a huge market cap. I mean, don't get me wrong. The whole crypto market is on the downside, but Uniswap, Cardano, they've been pretty much consistent. I've only seen over the last month or so, I've only seen the biggest drop or rise I've seen in that area is about 5%. And at least for being in the market, and this is not financial advice. And I am not a financial advisor, but I do watch the charts and I look. A 5% up or 5% down, maybe if you're using small amounts to actually enter to the space, that's a good place to be in, because you're still in a solid, secure spot. You're very much in a solid and secure spot, and you can actually take advantage of it from wherever you are. Now, for the bigger people who are pulling into place, let me ask you a question. I know Cardano has an ability that has a couple staking platforms, and I'm not going to claim anyone, but you think if being Cardano have a space that has the ability to stake, you think that will is that enough to bring people into the Cardano, the ADA space, so they can take advantage of the coin and, get more usage out there?
I feel like it's already had its staking advantages. I just feel like you gotta get time for the smart contracts really to roll out and be in a good play, man. I know that a lot of developers on Muse Place are using Cardano system as well. Like they're promoting their coin through Muse Places that run on Cardano, and a lot of I know that they're promoting a lot of use case of their NFTs on Cardano through the Muse Place as well.
That's a good look. That's a good look, because Muse Place, shout out to Muse Place. And definitely shout out to Benjamin Ha for being on Bankers Club, Rapping Crypto 2 weeks ago. It was a phenomenal experience having him on. And I'm not sure what's going on with my camera tonight, but it's okay. He made it possible for us to see what's possible in Muse Place, and we're actually going to take Muse Place, and we were talking about it earlier, having people come on to the P2G network, Black Metaverse, and actually create the Black Wall Street. And we're looking. Just to be very honest, and we're gonna put it out there, and I'm not sure if my partner even is ready for that. But we're looking for 25 people to come in and actually be willing to come in for a 3-month period and see what the metaverse can do for their business. So if you're on here tonight and you want to know a little bit more about the metaverse and how having the metaverse be a part of your business and actually increase your business visibility. Ooh, I'm having a tongue twisted night with the V's today, boy. The V's are calling me out tonight. Ms. B wrote, what is it? Oh, wow, ADA Uniswap. She thinks that would be a good play. Ms. B, everyone on this platform would tend to agree that would be a good look. Yeah. I just think ADA has so much more. ADA has so much more to offer. It has a lot to offer, and I believe the creator's last name is Hodgkins, right? I believe his name is Hodgkins. I think he has more he wants to put out, because I see ADA not only being a global currency, not only in Africa, but being a global currency. And if they actually, once their payment system has actually been tested and field run, I think it may have a good possibility of being a universal currency around the world and medium of exchange that actually works coherently, in the decentral space and the centralized space. That's my look. I see it that way. I'm not here to say that it's going to replace the dollar. That's not what I'm here to say. I'm saying that it will be a currency that will be used worldwide and actually have the ability to work in and out of the centralized and decentralized platform. Maybe even being a crossover coin so we can go, move data back and forth. That, even though it wasn't, I don't think it was designed for that initially, but that's something we can look at. Also to that effect, I see little man doing this thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you guys, I'm going to put it out there to you guys. Okay, Matt, I got you. Do me a favor, Matt, reach out to the P2G networks and just send it to our Gmail. It's P2G networks Gmail. All right. Let's go to the P2G networks with an S at gmail.com. Drop us a link and we'll definitely get back with you over the weekend. All right. P2G networks is looking for. Okay, and we got it in the chat. You can read the chat, and the Gmail is in the bottom of the chat. It's gonna be really phenomenal to have these businesses come on. Not only will they have a space in the metaverse, but they'll also be able to take on the ability to increase their income potentials by adding crypto to their medium of exchange for sales and goods. And they'll also have a working knowledge, and we'll actually share with them the possibility of looking at what it would be to have that as crypto being a store of wealth for their companies. So that's what we really got going on over the next couple of days in the space, and we're working with people, on a regular basis, and we're all, we have people here, I want to shout out Brother Hutch, because he's helping us put the metaverse together. He has the inside track on, building in the metaverse, and he's showing us the way. Now, I will say this, and I'm put this out there for everybody. If you're not familiar with the metaverse and you're not sure how to put a slide together, reach out to Brother HD. He's part of the Bankers Club, and you can find him on all social medias as HD, Hutchin D. He's also on Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn. And if I'm missing anything, please let me know, brother.
Yeah, you named it. Pretty much, if you name any social media site, yeah, I'm on. Pretty much, it's just Hutchin D, or LinkedIn is under my real name. I won't be saying that online, but
don't worry, I got mad props for that name. That's powerful, man. It's a powerful name. But definitely, that's where we are. You can hit the P2G Network's Gmail that you see at the bottom. We're bringing mom and pops to the metaverse. We're looking to show them what's available for them. You know, if you're a store owner and you even had the idea, like, look, I want to consider doing cryptocurrency. I want to take on cryptocurrency as a way to I can deal directly with my consumers. Every Tuesday night, we have Crypto in Your Business. We actually teach a platform where business owners can come on. We teach a workshop where business owners can come on and get the ins and outs of what crypto has to offer, what it has to offer your business as an individual, and it also has the ability to, like I said, add assets to you as an individual, as the business owner. And actually it also offers you an opportunity to do business directly with your customer without a third party in the middle of it. Which for business owners, they know, having that merchant account is great for bringing businesses. But as a business owner, do you work for yourself, or do you work for the merchant them? Because you have to wait for them to get their cut before you get yours. And this is not crypto in your business tonight. This is actually collective enlightenment. And I want you to realize we talk about it all, because when you hear, we want to make sure that you have all the ins and outs that's available. We don't want you to be in the dark about anything. We don't want you to be behind the 8 ball. And I want you also, I'm going to make sure I catch Matt. I saw your code. I think I addressed it earlier, but definitely hit the P2G Network. Ms. B, I want to thank you for being on with us. Brother HD, thank you for doing all the work that you do with Rapping Crypto, the Bankers Club. And let me, I'm going to say this. If you guys want to get into understanding banking and crypto, the Bankers Club has a page where they teach banking crypto. You can actually sign up for it. They have an NFT that you can purchase and become part of it. Or you can use the fiat dollar and you can actually get into their courses. They teach a course every month. And I don't know what the fee is off the top of my head, but if Hutch can come in and let us know what you have available coming in the next month for the people who want to take part of their banking club, the banking course.
So each course is $150, but I advise people just purchase the NFT ticket, because that I know. Purchase the NFT ticket, because basically it's like purchasing a college education for the rest of your life.
Little man wants the attention, but yeah. So he said it for you guys. You guys have the ability to be part of the Bankers course. It's $150 to be a part of the course. But he was sharing about the NFT. Then I mentioned the NFT. The NFT gives you lifelong access to be in the platform, take advantage of the courses, be able to take advantage of their time. They give their time, and the time is value. I got I've been in the class since I bought my NFTs. And let me tell you this. I'm willing to pay for my education, and I teach crypto. Sometimes when you want to get something and you want to be able to give it to the masses the way they need to get it, you're going to have to go in your pocket sometime and actually get yourself more versed and on space with where things are going. Because I don't know everything in cryptocurrency. I don't know everything in banking. I trade cryptos on a regular basis, but I don't know everything, and I'm willing to pay for my education. Actually, I'm willing to pay for my education all the time. You know, everything that I've paid for had allowed me to be able to talk to people so they can get the knowledge that they need so they can move on to the next step. And I have the ability to lead them to the next person so they can get what they need. And that's what the P2G Networks does. We bring people to the next phase of their education, as long as they're open to the education process of cryptocurrency and being in the metaverse. And up and coming, we're going to start talking about Web3. That's going to be the next thing. Web3 is going to be the thing to be a part of. Think of it as, when...
Speaking of Web,
Yep.
shout out to Collar.io, Jared Arms, says .c domains.
.c domains.
Ice.c sold for $12,500.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Nice.
That's a drop in the bucket, That's a good drop in the bucket for a website.
Okay.
Yes, if you're looking for .c domains, go to .dot.c. And he has domains for sale.
Okay.
So if you're looking for your name and you want a .c, check that spot out. Ms. Rue, I see your mic is open. You got something?
Yeah, I just want to say that's a major drop on how to create income. Back in the day, people used to make money using websites. They would sell people literally their web name and web domain. If you purchased it first, you owned it, you had it to sell. In this case, these are crypto based, these are blockchain based. And so they're decentralized. They're much more important. So you want to start getting on top of all these .cs and any of these. If you want to get access to this stuff, you got all of the P2G network that you are welcome to. If you are on YouTube right now, you see down in our comments area, as well as in our description box, you'll see a lot of information that takes you, like the link tree that's there will take you to this type of information. You can join the P2G network to become a part of the network and converse with people who know about these things. But if you don't get connected to the information, you will miss out, and it will cost you and be painfully a eye-opener. All right. So while we talking right now, Bitcoin is going down, and that's an opportunity for a fire sale for me. So I'm gonna go handle my business. Guys, have a great night, family. Thank you for joining us for P2G's Friday Collective Enlightenment. Hutch D in the house. Hello, my lovely Jackson. I saw you.
That's right. We're getting ready to jump on to Crypto Boomers tonight. Like I said, everyone, if you're on the platform and you want to if you're out there in YouTube watching our show, Twitch, Facebook, and you want to get an introduction to what cryptocurrency is tonight, go right to the P2G website. That's p2gnetworks.com. And you will be welcome in the room tonight, and you can take advantage of an introductory course on how to get a wallet, get crypto, and how to move it across platforms. All right. So we'll see you.
Don't forget about the mathematics.
Oh, yes, the mathematics is key. But you got to come to class to learn about the mathematics. Come to class.
Let's do it.
Peace, family.
So don't forget trading in the morning. Don't forget trading in the morning.
Brother Al.
Have a great weekend.
But
most definitely. Tonight at 9.
All right.
And yes, we trade tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. All right. Have an awesome night, y'all.
All right. Peace and love, family.